right. Grilled chicken, spinach. Only answer.
What the?
Yep.
Okay.
Only answer. Only
Cut
answer.
the cameras. I'm not putting this propaganda.
He said propaganda.
That is nuts. That's gonna get
He's
more
like,
flame.
this is a media prop.
Yeah,
This is just a prop.
You're using me for your agenda, dude.
Yeah, we're chilling.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Talking While Running. Unreal guests today. We got some young bucks in the studio. Paul Stafford and Brennan Colwell. Thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah,
How are you guys?
We're doing well. We're doing well.
Chilling. So you two and a bigger squad are out here training this summer, getting some altitude mileage in. First of all, where do you run currently, and how's the trip been?
I run at Penn State right now. The trip out here was 24 hours in a car.
Yeah.
We made it 3 days, stopped in Indiana, and then we stopped in Nebraska and then drove here. So that was an experience, but it was fun.
All right. And how's it going now, Paul? Are your legs dead? What's going on?
Oh man, we're post mags.
Yeah.
We're like literally.
For those who don't know, what is that?
Magnolia Road, famous CU staple in their program, and yeah, we put in like 16, 15 out there yesterday.
Yeah.
And the glutes are firing. We'll just say that they're firing.
Crazy elevation, and it's a strenuous run to say the least.
Yeah, no, it definitely weighs a bunch.
So first of all, if you haven't checked out these guys on like social media, TikTok, we'll drop it. They also do some coaching that we may link below if you're interested. Or well, Paul's in the middle of a transition, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But anyway, shout out you guys for coming on. We did a little bit of a different strategy today. We asked questions on Instagram, and we're just gonna go off of these note cards and the followers and what they wanted to know. Got a runner up here. All right, so we're gonna start off first question. Let's see. All right, this is good with the college route. Advice for walking onto a team, and then I'm gonna extend that as well and just be like, advice for looking at colleges in that transition from high school.
Oh yeah,
You guys are in it right now, so.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, biggest thing is, I didn't do enough of reaching out, and everyone always preaches reaching out, but you got to reach out with the right formula. And so what I think that means is really provide the coaches with all the information so they don't have to do the extra homework. Let's say you're a 932 mile guy and there's another 932 mile guy, but you're giving the coach all the info that they need to know, and then the other guy is having the coach have to dig for their GPA,
Right.
extra things that they might look for.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it just makes it easier on them. So they're going to want to take that 930 guy that, save the coach from having to do their homework.
That's fair, yeah, make it easy for them.
Yeah.
Minimize the work.
No,
Run
absolutely.
anything.
I think coming in as a walk-on, if you're in that position, I think the biggest thing is coming in with that underdog mentality and bringing it in a positive way and not a negative way. Making sure that you're showing up to work every day, putting in the hours, putting in the time, and making sure that once you walk in on a team, that that's your team and you're gonna be there.
Right.
So that's more of when you get there. But I guess going in as a walk-on, I think Paul said, providing the coach or the school that you want to go to, all the information that they need, and going to schools that you're interested in. But my number one thing I always say, picking a school is go somewhere you'd have fun if you weren't doing a sport.
Yeah. That's good. All right, and you guys go to big D1 schools, so this isn't just, I don't know, this is good advice, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we got a question from, I didn't even write down the username, but Skechers or Reebok, which I'm assuming is a joke, but I'd like to open up more about the shoe brands in general, and who do you guys kind of rock with, and who do you think is exciting from your perspective in college? What brands are people messing with?
Dude, On is becoming a big pro running, post-collegiate running sponsor right now. I think that's an exciting brand. But I think what Adidas is doing right now, I can't even say this, dude, we're a big Nike school. Adidas's NIL deals are pretty sick with college athletes.
Yeah.
So Nike's got to hop on that.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, no, they're listening in right now.
Yeah. We get a lot of Nike execs tuning in to talk
Hey,
about
the
it.
CEO of Nike's a Penn State grad, baby.
Oh, respect.
Yeah, no, that's sick. For me though, I don't know. Just going off Skechers, Reebok. I'm going Reebok. They got a sick like.
King Chess,
Sharp-
dude, come on.
Dude, well, King
come
Chess
on
did
now.
get a big contract though
Yeah.
after Med kind of finished with Skechers, but at least that's like
Yeah. No, can
what
confirm.
I was inferring.
Can confirm.
Yeah, what I was inferring. But no, they had a sick Charlottesville training group, and the
That's
FSU
true.
boys
Yeah.
met up with them.
The Zap.
I'm on the long run.
Yeah.
And they have that in Boone too, and we see them when we go to camp at App State early season. So
I'd also like to throw in Puma
Ooh.
because
yeah,
they've started a group with Alistair Craig, who's like a deep cut in the running world, but he's filthy. He was like a coach for a day
right.
when I was in college, and he's like, I don't know, I think 12:59 5K guy, something like that.
Right.
And he's coaching now with a group at Puma, and it seems like they're trying to do kind of what On did with
Yeah.
Dathan. And who knows? It might work out.
Yeah, it could.
Puma. I also want to try their carbon.
They're a good global brand.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
The nitros or whatever are pretty sick, actually.
Okay, so I want to take it back a little bit, step back to the origin story for both of you. Just how did you get into running in a nutshell?
You got it first.
How'd you fall in love?
All right, so I played baseball all the way through about 8th grade. My dad ran in high school, was really good. My brothers, both my older
Where are you
brothers.
from, by the way?
All right, so I'm from State College, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
which is where Penn State
Right.
is. But my whole family ran, and I always hated them talking about it. Like every night, it was like, oh, like look at where your brother ran or whatever, and I just did not care.
Oh, wow.
And then, like,
What
9th
sport
grade,
were you into?
baseball.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I played travel
So you're
baseball.
watching Web Gems.
Yeah, dude.
You're like,
I was like, I was
We can
ready
go,
to
dude.
roll. And so 9th grade, 8th grade actually, my brother asked me if I would manage cross country. I said sure. Started to run with them. Kind of started to fall in love with it. Ran 8th grade outdoor track. Set a district record in the 2 mile by like 40 seconds. Figured like,
believe that?
damn, I'm running 8 miles a week right now and it's all sprint workouts. This might be a good path. So,
Dang.
yeah.
What was the 2 mile record?
I ran 10:21.
Dang!
Off of like
That
5
is insane.
off of like
Oh,
6
man.
miles a week. The workout going into that was 8x300 at like 60, dude. It was so bad.
So you were probably sub 5 in 8th grade.
Yeah. No, I ran 5:03. I was close.
Dang.
But yeah.
All right. That's respect. The rest was history.
Yeah.
All right, and Paul, top that, bro.
Dude, I don't know, man. When I was a freshman, well, I ran a lot of AAU. And I've been
Okay.
doing that since like the 4th grade. So, I feel like it was good though because it taught me like, how to work out, proper mechanics, and it kept it fun.
You're from Central Florida?
Yeah, Central Florida. So it's an hour south of Orlando, hour east of Tampa.
Okay.
It's like I just grew up running on like citrus roads,
Yeah.
for orange juice and all that.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
yeah,
Drop a
it's,
squeeze.
oh yeah, for sure. Mid long run
Yeah,
sometimes. We'll snag some for some electrolytes. We'll just, especially when they're
Yeah.
like primed to pick. Don't tell.
You Venmo them though, right?
Oh yeah, we got that for sure. Drop them a Zelle, whatever it takes. But yeah, been doing it for a long time. Still love it to this day.
Oh, yeah.
Just a big factor
All right, and
in
then
my life. So
today is Sunday, which is the final day of the U.S. Champs, the track meet in Oregon right now. We're switching up gears right now, but any highlights from you guys? What have you been watching? And we're kind of in the middle, like, I think the women's 3K steeples right now.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you posted. Maybe we'll get a live update at the end of the run. But what's caught your eye? Any highlights or performances?
I'm trying to think. I think going in, Devin Allen's been a huge factor in the hurdles.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool to watch. Like, I think he's really doing a lot of good for the sport, like playing football and track. I think that's like a big thing going on right now.
Yeah, for sure.
But also, I'd say Michael Norman coming back.
Yep.
And then
Oh, yeah,
Evan
for
Jager
sure.
last night
Yeah.
for Steeple making the team was
That's a
sick.
great one, yep. And
Yeah.
shout out Fred Curley, too.
Yeah, Fred Curley's always the man.
insane.
Dude, that 100 final.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, obviously, like, I'm a Knoll homer. Like, I want Trey Cunningham to win the hurdles. But man, that 100-meter final took my breath away, dude. Like, that was nuts.
And some surprises. Sha'Carri didn't make it. Cole Hawker didn't make it.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Sha'Carri-
Sha'Carri thing. That's going off the Drake curse because she put
That's
the
facts,
line
actually.
in, you know.
Yeah.
And
Smoke them on and off the track.
yeah, no friends in the industry.
I like her, but anyway, we don't want to get canceled here. I don't know why people have such a
Yeah.
harsh take on her, but
Yeah.
then Cole didn't make it, which was nuts, and Scott Fauble and New Gen now are, I think, at each other's throats, which...
I didn't even know about that
Dude,
one.
yeah, I'm
Jeez.
on social media way too
Yeah,
much.
no, guys, we are too.
Yeah, I want to go off that too. These guys are TikTok phenoms. So, okay, longer question. But I've been talking with some brands getting involved with Trackster, and the consistent thing they say is like we haven't done enough on TikTok, and like we don't really get it.
Right.
What is it that you would say to a brand that like they should understand or like do better with their TikTok approach and just social media maybe in general?
You got it first, Colwell.
I would say,
School these boomers, dude.
I would say if you're a brand, the biggest thing is like if you're building a brand on TikTok. So I guess this could be like individuals or companies building it. You gotta like spice it up and be original. Like you can't really follow like everybody else. But at the same time, you have to like hop on trends and stuff to get on like a For You page and stuff. But like you have to have quality content to back it up. So like what Paul and I do is like we have fun with some of our TikToks, but at the same time, like when you follow us, you see like quality content on top of that.
Yeah.
So we do fun trends here and there, but like we'll post our training and that's what people love. So if
that's
you're
true,
a brand,
yeah.
it's like you gotta hop on trends, use like what your brand is. So like for example, like Sharpie.
Okay.
If they use TikTok, like you've got to use a sound that like you can integrate Sharpie with.
Okay.
Right.
For a trend.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And then have something else in the kind of the archives.
Right. Yeah.
If
So then
people
you've
do
got to
come.
like explain why your brand should match with that trend.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, big thing I would say is, like with brands nowadays, and, you know, sometimes people are like a little bit afraid of handing over the reins of like a social media account that represents their brand to a young person.
Very true.
And, you know, sometimes I just think with something new like this is a new platform, it's really growing, you know, it has like a lot of pro league sponsors in sports.
Yeah.
You gotta trust the young people that are consuming like this type of media and they're constantly on this social media scrolling.
Yeah.
You just gotta trust that they consume enough to know what works and that they know that they can represent that brand appropriately without like kind of tarnishing their
Or jeopardizing it. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and also like I think anyone who's gotten to that point in their own business, it's like it's not gonna make or like one TikTok isn't gonna make or break anything. You gotta experiment
Right.
and like go fishing a little bit.
Yeah, you do.
For sure. All right, great questions, everyone. Follow Trackster and follow these guys for more. All right, and then somebody just asked racing or training, but I would pose it as like, what are some of the good parts of either? You know, pros and cons of the racing block, and then approaching your performance.
Yeah, you got it.
I mean, if we didn't love training, we wouldn't be out here right now for 7 weeks in Colorado. And if you really want to be good, you know, you got to appreciate that training process. So that's something that I would say, and that's something that a lot of people say as well. But you know, racing's the payday, racing's the reward. Everyone knows that.
Yeah. What's kind of like, what do you think for especially like a younger high school kid maybe, what should be their mindset overall going into races? I know it's like kind of a broad question,
that's a good one. You know, it's like sometimes like I feel like the training doesn't get paid enough respect that it should, especially as high schoolers, because all that high schoolers want to do is race. And so that's something that my high school coach really taught me, is that, okay, like, oh, I want to run this big invite, I want to run this big invite, and he would be like, okay, how about we run this invite, and then we use this week to get ready for this one, instead of just going 3 weeks straight, that type of deal. And so it's a lot of teaching patience, and you can teach patience to young people in a lot of ways, but in training especially, it really does make a big impact.
Yeah. specialty and patience for sure.
I think with like young athletes, like especially in high school, like I look back at like how I trained in high school and how I raced. Like I raced very seriously in high school, and I wish I would have done like more like have fun races. I think it's just like a lot of kids can burn out pretty quickly if they're just so serious all the time.
Yeah.
You gotta have fun when you're young.
That's really true. We're gonna flip here. Good place to put a pin in it. Okay, fire. We're just resuming here. I usually put like a little skip in there, so
There you go.
fire. Okay, so Eddie, where were we?
Young athletes having fun with racing,
Yeah, yeah.
training and stuff. But
What does that look like in your mind? Like, what is having fun at a cross country meet? Because I think some people are like, there's no way it's possibly fun.
Yeah.
Right? If you're new, like.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good question, and that's like I feel like a lot of people get that like wrong with running. It's like, oh, it doesn't look fun, like it looks painful, but like, dude, like every runner loves that hurt. Everybody loves like, you know, competing, and that's what humans are built to do, is be the best. And like, I think running is super cool because it's all natural.
Yeah.
And so like, that's what's fun, is like seeing what your body's able to do. That's what I love about running. It's like, how hard can you push your body?
Right.
So I think that's what having fun looks like, is like pushing your body to the extreme and seeing what comes out of it.
Yeah.
Plays into the record aspect of the sport too, both personal and like world, American, any type of thing.
High school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess going off of that, like I remember I had this teacher who was not a running coach. He was like a basketball, tennis, like hardcore other sports. But he was like, he shared this story with the class one time where he was like, I had to coach cross country for like a semester back in the day.
Yeah.
And he was like, I've seen all the sports. I've seen state champions and all these different sports. And he was like, there's nothing crazier and cooler than like the last 300 meters of a cross country invite.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
Dude, especially
people
the
don't
JV
know.
race. The JV race, because they, they send it home, man.
Just like the absolute insanity of that moment, I think is also super fun.
Yeah.
All right. So somebody asked at Whitney Valenti, shout out. Do you know them?
I don't.
No. Yeah, no.
He said, what's your fourth favorite animal, specifically your fourth?
Dude.
So we should list them out.
Dude, what?
Dude, okay. Yeah, you got it first.
Yeah,
I gotta think about that
Dude,
one.
fourth favorite animal. All right, dogs are obviously number one.
Okay. That checks out.
Shoot. What else? I'm gonna go with a lion
Okay.
for number two.
You're not
Right.
biased at all, though, right?
Huh?
Not biased at all.
Nittany,
Not biased.
a Nittany version?
Dude.
Is that a thing? I don't even know.
Yeah, Nittany lion.
Dude, giraffes because they're really tall, so that'd be three. And then I'm gonna go with a zebra for number four.
Damn,
Going
okay.
zebra.
All right. I respect that.
Okay.
Giraffe 3, I think, is questionable.
Yeah.
but
It's
Yeah.
questionable.
That's
We'll let
that's
the
definitely the
comments.
sus one for sure. Let's see. Okay, number one, probably go like, the goat's the goat, so number one for that. Number two, dog, upset alert,
Okay.
upset alert. Number
Yeah, that's
three,
questionable.
no, that's the questionable one. Okay. Number three,
Goat.
probably go like, dude, some type of racehorse, like a stallion
Ooh,
or
all
like
right. Little Mustang.
yeah, that type of thing. And then number four, man, probably go like a tiger over the lion.
all right, I
probably.
like that.
Tiger over lion for sure.
Shit. That's a
Yeah,
chicken.
how about that thing, D? What is
Can't
that?
see. There's a chicken off camera. That just
Dude, I swear, you go west,
roosters.
and every squirrel just turns into like a prairie dog. Like,
Dude, there are prairie dogs out here.
no, there's so many. It's so
Insane.
crazy when we saw them for the first time.
All right, this was from at East Skulls. What's the Mount Rushmore of American running goats? Like,
Oh,
of
dude.
American runners.
Oh,
That's
man.
so funny.
Mount
'cause
Rushmore.
We were talking about our Mount Rushmore of a lot of people in our house listen to country music, so we were like, oh, what's the Mount Rushmore of country? But
Oh, okay.
of American distance running,
We can do that too.
yeah, we got Prefontaine.
Okay.
1A. Yeah, American distance running. We got, I don't know if I don't know if he should get it yet,
Ooh.
but he was
First-
an Olympic champion. He's on the
First gold medal since like 1903.
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
men's
that's a-
distance.
yeah,
Yeah,
good
dude, he's
point,
got to
though.
be on there.
I think if we're talking rings, he's the only one actually.
Yeah.
Galen.
Yeah, Galen's for sure.
Dathan, absolutely.
Okay.
Dathan should have been the first one that I said.
All right.
In my opinion, at least. But,
This is good.
dude, Frank Shorter.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Frank Shorter.
For sure.
I'm probably leaving out someone.
I was
and-
thinking Ryan Hall,
Yeah.
but
He drove the golf cart at my regional meet in high school.
let's see.
Super sick.
He's yoked now.
Dude.
Yeah.
my Mount Rushmore is gonna get flamed.
Okay, let's.
Because everyone's
I
gonna
love
say,
it.
"Oh, they're all doping, dude. They're all doping."
Wait, let's get a clean break so I can clip this. No, I'm not talking to you. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was just kidding. All right, we actually cut, but
No, we're good.
all right, go for it.
All right, so top 4 Mount Rushmore. I'm going Galen Rupp
Okay.
as like the head. Top.
1A.
I'm going Grant Fisher
Oh,
for a new one
I like
already.
It. I
He's
like
got the American records, dude. And
It's an Olympic.
he is the next
performance.
prodigy of American distance running.
Sub 4 in high school.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Matthew Centrowitz
Hell yeah.
for 3. And then 4, are we allowed to do women?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we should do a separate.
All right, we'll do a separate women.
Yeah, but who were you
Dang,
gonna say?
man.
All right, 4, if we're going men, I'm gonna put Klecker, dude.
Whoa.
Klecker is steamrolling his way to being the best American marathoner ever.
That's chill.
That's where I'm
Oh,
putting
you think? All right, I was saying Grant Fisher could be the best marathoner. But I
don't
think
know.
it could be between them.
I think Klecker's got the distance.
That's
like his
fine.
mom was a marathoner.
That's true.
He's been running 200 miles a week since he was 6, dude.
See, I always feel like a good rule of thumb is that before they go on Mount Rushmore, you know, they got to be dead. Like, they're all dead presidents up there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
None of them were dead.
So pre only.
well, their careers.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I got you.
Like,
May he rest in peace.
yeah. No, all living, all living, all living.
That's chill. I wonder. Yeah, I mean, if you have better ones, let's get a little embrace debate in the comments.
Yeah, there you go.
So we gotta go women now?
Yeah, female. I would say.
Oof.
I mean, you go first.
I'm gonna go Molly Seidel.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm gonna go Emma Coburn,
Okay.
Courtney Frericks,
Okay.
and Karusha Schweitzer, dude.
Oh, okay.
She's starting to
I
win,
mean-
dude.
Well, I
No,
was gonna go Dez.
I gotta take
Dez
off-
is in there for
Oh,
sure.
I'm taking
We're-
out.
we're
I'm
Des
taking out
fans here,
Schweitzer
so-
and I'm going Shalane Flanagan.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Dez and Shalane are in there.
I'm gonna cut this up so
Yeah.
we're gonna get flamed, but that's what this is all about.
It's hard to think on the fly, dude.
Yeah. I
There's
did.
so many good ones.
Also, anyone wants to debate? Come on, talk while running. Oh, we'll do it.
Oh, yeah. Put someone on the hot seat.
Yeah. Let's get Amy Hastings on.
Somebody should reply to a TikTok with theirs.
Yeah, that's actually a good call. Okay. Turn on Stitch or whatever. You guys will tell me what to do.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. You only have 2 pizza toppings for the rest of
there
your
we go.
life. What do we got?
You got it.
All right. Grilled chicken, spinach. Only answer.
What the?
Yep.
Okay.
Only answer. Only
Cut the
answer.
cameras. I'm not putting this propaganda.
He said propaganda.
That is nuts. That's gonna get
He's
more
like,
flame.
this is a media prop.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is a prop.
You're using me for your agenda, dude. Baked grilled chicken. Brendan.
I actually don't like pizza.
Dude,
Oh,
So this
okay.
is
Oh my god.
This clip has gone
the
so
hell?
downhill.
yeah, this clip's down the gutter.
You asked me. You told me to ask you.
There it goes.
That's
It's done.
hilarious.
It's done.
All right. One thing we did touch on before a little, but I want to bring up more. Just the NIL changes in general.
Yeah.
I'm washed up. I'm out of college now, but like I can only imagine what it's kind of like now in the locker room and just
yeah.
at practice with that stuff. Like, how has it affected things? And then also, yeah, what kind of gets you interested, or what do you think brands also should do in a smart way with the NIL kids now?
You know, like, man, with college athletes in general, like, obviously, it's just a very untapped market. It's more like the Wild West. Like,
Yes.
It's not really being regulated a lot.
Yeah.
Which is great. And, you know, some people think, oh, it's only like a basketball, football, baseball type thing. But, I mean, some of the biggest NIL deals,
Yeah.
they're going to, like, you know, girls that use TikTok that play sports at a university.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, there's a lot more range
Yeah,
than
for
a
sure.
lot of people think. And, you know, I think,
That's kind of the best part, in my opinion, is like,
oh, yeah, for sure. It's a
Yeah.
big untapped, like, outlet,
Yeah.
these local outlets in these college towns.
right.
They can kind of use those recognized faces.
Yeah.
And kids without scholars
Oh, yeah, for sure.
can
Yeah.
get something.
I think what's really cool about it is like you're seeing a lot of women get NIL deals, which is awesome because it's kind of pushing them like their sport forward.
Yeah, very true.
So it's kind of like that gap is like kind of closing, which is really cool. But I also think like in terms of track and field and NIL, like, I think it's really cool that you're seeing collegiate, like, runners actually go pro after or stay in college based on NIL.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, Cole Hawker, if he wouldn't have made the Olympics, who knows? Like, he might have made more money staying in college
Right.
with NIL deals than he would have going pro. So I think it's really cool, but I think, like, there's got to be some sort of regulation because, like, dude, football players are driving around with, like, you know, 6 Mercedes-Benz, and they haven't stepped foot on the field yet.
Yeah.
And, you know, Nick Saban even said you got to regulate this.
Yeah. They were driving nice cars before NIL too.
True.
Yeah. Now it's just like
On TikTok.
there's more loopholes for them.
Yeah.
to do
Yeah, and
so.
it's not just football. I'm just using that like as
Right,
an example.
right.
Yeah,
but
fair enough. Yeah.
It's just like you're gonna see college sports will turn into pro sports if it's not regulated.
Right, which, I mean, it's definitely a good thing to have it on the table, but
Yeah.
even from a brand perspective, like with us, shout out the Trackster Collegiate team.
There you go.
Like,
TCT.
it is unclear. Like, some kids will hit us up and say, hey, my school said we can't use our logo.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And then some other kid is posting their logo
Right.
without any issue. So it's just like, I don't know what to tell them, you know?
Yeah.
No, exactly. It's like
It's
one
all
way
up
or
to
the
the
other.
school.
Right.
Um,
But it's been good. I think people are just like the powers that be are more on the side of forgiveness now
Yeah.
exactly.
than like, you know,
Yeah.
metaphorical jail time. But
Exactly.
all right, so you got a couple weeks left at Elevation here. What's kind of the goal for wrapping it up? Kind of what's like the good ending in your mind for the training camp, and what's coming up next in the fall?
You want to get it?
Now you got it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, wrapping it up. I mean, 1, mileage. 2, health, and then 3, you know, just get those aerobic gains through those sessions. We'll probably do them like twice a week. For
Okay.
FSU in specific, we've got camp at App State when we get back
Nice.
because it's usually blazing when we get back in
Yeah,
August.
yeah.
So we go up there.
So what's App State like?
Oh, the weather's really nice. You know, it's like out here, man. It's so nice out here.
Is it elevation?
Yeah, not as much. It's like 2,503. So not enough for benefits, but
Yeah.
it's more so just the weather. Get some
Yeah, get out
workouts
there.
in, get a long run in.
Also, shout out, we have the Trackster Summer Running Camp, which Paul and maybe Brendan will make an appearance at.
There we go.
Hopefully. If you're seeing this, link in bio, sign up. We're over our goal, but
Yeah,
we're definitely interested. If you want to come out, we'll figure it out.
yeah, we want to see you at CSU for sure.
Yeah.
Been working hard on it since like winter.
Yeah,
so.
it's lit. Also, just thank you for the people who signed up. We'll share this clip. Like, really excited, so.
No, yeah. So we'll probably show this to the campers when they get here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for signing up. Shout out to all the coaches that worked with me and all the individuals that, just committed to coming out.
And we got some surprises, which we'll be teasing for the campers. Maybe some GPS watch, some swag, but
Yeah, we'll have something.
you'll just have to stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right, and then Brandon, for you, what's the next few months best case look like for you?
Yeah. So best case is staying healthy.
Yeah.
I've struggled a lot with a little bit of injuries, and just being healthy is the best way that I can run. So coming out here, getting 7 good weeks of training in at altitude, and kind of like getting back to where I was in the spring before I got hurt is really where I want to be for the end of July.
Yeah.
And then going into the fall, just being a team leader, being a guy that people want to be around, and then hopefully making our team go to nationals. That'd be the biggest goal that we have.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go.
That'd be sick. All right, well, everybody watch out. Florida State, Penn State, our new favorite teams out here.
There we go.
Trying to think of how to wrap it up. Maybe we should just hit them with a we work and they sleep. I mean, Billy.
Shout out Billy
You
Specco,
guys are crackers.
Penn State alum.
Yeah. I mean, he's dodged my DMs for a minute now, so I'd encourage him to look through those. But anyway, all the run details will be on Trackster. Follow these two guys on there, of course.
Yes, sir.
And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll get them on maybe at the end of cross and do a little catch up again. And
There we go.
See what's up.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, brothers.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Good stuff.